Yeah, it really is. And it could, you know, Crim's being sat at home having to watch this one from the sidelines. That's a pretty gut-wrenching situation to have to be in. Hopefully, you know, we're wishing him good health. I don't know if wishes have much impact in the real world, but we're hoping he can make a full recovery and make it to the Pro League in time. Today, we've got Kriya standing in, and Fnatic, they're starting off over on the CT side of HellRaisers map pick. Flusher going to be donning that utility. Brolin in with an early peek over towards mid. Won't see anything. In the meantime, Fnatic, they've pushed the envelope down here towards short water, trying to get some information, and they do spot Scooby, but at some cost.
Yeah, a little dink onto Golden. Although they find damage, it will push him back. And, oh, Brolin getting tagged as well. Angel finding him on long. If he gets his kill, that might force rotations towards A, which would be a big mistake for Fnatic, considering it is going to be a B play. JW spotted that out nice and early. He does get a kill onto Scooby, finishing the job that Golden started. That being said, Fnatic still making a misread here, rotating back up. And if anything, HellRaisers, they have not committed. They got scared away from that B site after Scooby getting picked up. And they're going to walk back into A, exactly where Fnatic is stacked up. The only question for me here is Fnatic, if they see no one on A for the next 15 seconds, do they rotate off of this stack? And if they do, HellRaisers might have a pistol round ahead of them. But it seems like Fnatic right now are one step ahead. There will be one player falling down below, but other than that, two on this A site ready and waiting, and Flusher holding him from spawn.
Wow, push coming in. HellRaisers throw down that smoke. They're going to block off the players at Dumpster. Golden tagged up earlier on in the round, put down pretty quickly. JW done what he can, and it is Kriaz left up. The stand in here, 1v3. Does find some damage onto Crush with that bomb. He's still got a lot to do. And I mean, talk about a trial by fire. Yeah. First round here for Fnatic, and he's left in the 1v3. If there ever was a time to pleasantly surprise us, it is now. But no kills getting gifted to him, and the wrap from Flaric had that round solidified. HellRaisers, they are going to find the pistol round here to kickstart this Overpass matchup, and now they have a chance to get off to a good start.
Yeah, impressive stuff, walking into that A site up against the stack and still getting away with the kills. There were flashbangs being thrown over by Flusher in the spawn, and it did not dissuade those T's from committing. Great entries from Yuki and the likes. And are we in 4x3 for the replays now? Is that what's happening? Rush has had enough with the FOV changes. He's now getting different reses as well. At least put us in 800 by 600 so we can feel like it's 1.6, please. HellRaisers though, a pistol round taken, and Fnatic with just USPs in round number 2, so chance to make some money here for HellRaisers.
And that's the thing, you know, like, even though I still think with a stand-in, Fnatic are coming into this as the favorites, I will say HellRaisers, you know, they've had some time to go away, get ready for this second stage of Pro League. For this squad, this is the event that means everything to them, right? This is the biggest thing they've got going on right now. And one man who I feel like is going to know better than anyone how to exploit a squad that isn't their full roster, isn't in tip-top shape, is going to be Angel, right? A seasoned veteran of the CIS scene, the man at the helm of this squad. If anyone's going to be trying to game the system, trying to get into the heads of Fnatic, you know it's going to be him.
Talking of gaming the system, Fnatic, I don't know if that was purpose, but they all three of them ran over the metal down on B to fake maybe an A rotation there and then walked back. I don't know if they were doing that purely as a fake or a change in decision after initially deciding to rotate. JW has got legs though, and he's going to take a couple of shots. He's going to get his legs taken out from under him. 30 seconds here as HellRaisers make their way into the B-bomb site, but with these entries from Angel, things are looking good. Nice shot from Golden, keeping things under question, but 20 seconds should just be enough here for HellRaisers to find these remaining two players committed inside of the site. Flush is going nowhere, and HellRaisers are going to drown the remaining Fnatic players in the water. 2-0 start. But the buy is coming through.
Yeah, now we get to see this CT site in all its glory almost immediately. They're wasting no time on that one. I am curious the effect it's going to have not having Crims here, right? Because obviously, for a while, he was the star of Fnatic. And then we kind of saw, you know, namely, I'm going to say the likes of Brolin and JW really recovering, and they've kind of been the go-to frag leaders for this squad. Crims instead the man, a lot of the time, to set up and allow for a lot of these big moments to come through. So I think for Fnatic, you are going to feel the burn of not having him here, almost definitely.
Yeah, I mean, at least what Samuelson was saying in the pre-match interview is that, you know, Kreese is going to be... see, I call him Kreese. I've always called him Kreese, but people call him Kriaz, and that's, you know, that's not me for not knowing.
I think Kriaz sounds cool.
We'll go with that.
If he was Kreese, if that was the branding he was going for, I think Kriaz is nicer to say.
Wow.
Let's see, Golden. Speaking of saying things, he's got something to say about this round. There's him and the man in question. The stand-in stands up for Fnatic down at the B-bomb site. He's got 3. He's tearing HellRaisers a new one. Angel now alone, armed with only this Galil, gonna get shut down by Brolin. Fnatic already getting their first on the board.
And yeah, the point I was going to make there right before that push came through is that, you know, it was said he's filling in Crim's positions. That's all we're going to see. It's a plug and play. It's nothing, you know, that the rest of Fnatic will have to necessarily adjust in terms of their own game plan, but yeah, maybe expecting, I don't want to say expecting less, but it's a different player, right? Everyone plays differently at the end of the day, so, you know, gonna maybe have to micromanage a little bit and tell him, you know, when they need him to flash them in, when they need him to help him out, but we'll wait and see. That's a nice round from him, and Fnatic finding their first. AWP is up for Nuki, and JW now has armor behind his. That wasn't a factor in the previous round. HellRaisers getting out in through middle. Fnatic, 2 players in the toilets, one of them being the AWP, but JW is watching for that connector walk, which is currently not a problem. Fnatic is holding all the way at the back. So HellRaisers, they're going to get a chance to get up in the face of this AWP.
Oh, JW sees the shadow, but he's just out a little too far. An Angel, the elbow spotter, shuts down the man in toilets. Maybe spurred on now to go for a fast A play. Flusher, the first man to rotate in, has this crossfire with Brolin set up, and Brolin now arriving to capitalize with that trade onto Crush. Keeps it in the 3-on-3, but Scooby, someone not to sleep on. Able to keep this in the advantage of HR. 45 seconds left. We know that Angel loves these sort of slowdowns, right? It's not uncommon to see him go pretty speedy early on. And now, HellRaisers, they're sat 3-on-2. They've got control over towards this A side of the map. The pressure's on, and they're just waiting for Fnatic to make a mistake. They know the Swedes are the ones feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah, that missed smoke from Brolin is very unfortunate. It's left him in a tough spot. Now, 2 smokes thrown out by Kriaz on the site. He found another one on the ground. That might make it seem like there are 2 CTs here. That is not the case. Golden's down on B, and Kriaz is trying to find an angle for one of these players. Flaherty pushed up, missed shot, as both these players get away with 74 points of health. 9 seconds. Can he stop the bomb here? The AWP is a problem, and Kriaz cannot get ahead of it. Nuki dropping him, and now it's Scooby shutting down the round, picking up the AWP off of his teammate and finishing it off. It's going to be HellRaisers bouncing back after the previous round up on that A site.
And that was always the best thing about being the sick one, let me tell you. You know, it was when you got that little card with all your classmates signing it, you know, telling you to get well soon.
Is that a thing?
So if we could, if everyone watching this wants to head over to Crim's Twitter account and wish him a speedy recovery, that might be fantastic. You know, a lot of it is mental, a lot of it is in the head. Not all of it, not most of it.
Yeah, you sound mental right
now. But if everyone wants to do that, you know, wish him some well wishes, maybe that speeds up the recovery. Flusher needs some well wishes too, because Angel's given him quite the headache there with that kill coming on in. Man advantage taken for HR already. Angel looking good in this one. That Molotov is going to burn Kriaz out into the prying eyes of Nuki. Won't connect with the AWP, but it might not matter. Already so much damage done onto these Fnatic boys. HellRaisers looking good to seize a 4th round.
Angel very close to committing, and with that smoke, he might just do so. Brolin, though, walking into his crosshair, and Angel doubling up. Minute on the clock, and really only one man doing anything right now for HellRaisers. Everyone just holding a default. Crush is still party side. We've got players outside Monster. That's where the bomb is, and that's where this push will come through. Fnatic with 3 defenders on the site, though. Of course, only pistols, but if there was a chance for them to do something, it would be with this kind of setup. Crush is clearing out the toilets, but they're not going to have the information that Fnatic has triple stacked down here on lower. Molly towards the barrels. That's going to force Kriaz out into the open. Golden falls off the top of the site, and even though JW gets one off the USP, he's traded swiftly as the round gets closed by HellRaisers. 4-1. Nice, strong start from HellRaisers on their map pick. Remember, it's Fnatic picking the CT side. And now they're going to come back in with a buy. Golden is writing an essay.
Yeah, he really is, man.
He's playing the piano. But all good things must come to an end.
Yeah, sounded like a technical here. And it will be. That's never great, but, you know, it's all good. Give us some time to mull this one over. Golden having some problems. Now, this Fnatic squad, with Golden at the helm, has looked so damn good. I've been loving them as of late. Swedish CS is really on the rise, you know? Like, NIP's looking good again.
Wow.
Admittedly, okay, didn't make Pro League finals. That's not great, but Fnatic, they're looking to do the Swedes justice.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because you would look in this group and you go, okay, yeah, Fnatic and FaZe, surely. And Vitality, obviously a question mark. You know, it just comes down to the Zywoo effect. We just saw him earlier dropping 38 kills, still not even winning the map, only getting 12 rounds. Obviously not his fault. But yeah, there's definitely question marks of where this group is going. I'd like to say, you know, Fnatic and FaZe, but if Crims doesn't come back in before the end of the group and, you know, Kriaz doesn't step up to the mark, then who knows what can happen. There's a world where Vitality beats Fnatic, and there we go. So this group is really up for question, and HellRaisers, anything they can do here, any maps they can take, any wins they can take would be huge, coming in as pretty heavy underdogs in comparison to some of the other teams here. That being said, 4-1 up, fantastic beginning to this map. Let's see how long this will last before Fnatic get back on the board. Not a live round, it does not seem. Hold your horses.
I'm holding the map, but they're really wriggling, trying to get out. And they're a lot bigger than I am.
He got it in a headlock, Harry.
2 at once, actually.
That's only the left.
Because you said horses.
Yeah.
So just waiting for this to come to a close. Also, in Zonic's book that recently came out, one of the things he did talk about was how in Astralis they've always held Golden in very, very high regard, and even briefly went into how they were surprised about his tenure in Cloud9 coming to an end so soon.
It's a shame post-WSG Fnatic didn't hold Golden in such high regard.
Yeah.
Think about what this team could have accomplished in the time that, you know, that they didn't have Golden, that they could have had Golden.
Yeah, I mean...
just so many questions,
The other thing is as well, though, I think maybe for Golden it might have been a nice little growing period, you know, having to go out to NA, having to mix things up. You know, we see that time and time again with players where sometimes like they go from being in kind of like the worst situations and things aren't lining up to them, and a lot of the time they come out better off for it. You know, one that springs to mind is maybe someone like Config as well, who's really trying to make himself that powerhouse once again. But getting into this, Hugo, we're back in. The technical pauses have come to a close, and HellRaisers with the AWP in the hands of Nuki still, none on Fnatic's hands to challenge it. Just might try and take this mid to long portion of the map. You can already see Nuki's heading towards this side. Pretty comfortable in whatever fights he can find, if any. And Fnatic aren't keen on giving any up. They don't want to challenge this angle. They know that AWP is still in play. So for the time being, Brolin instead. Playing the bait and switch position at long, but he's got no bait to switch it up with.
Ooh. Little tag from Angel as well. Notably, HellRaisers went outside of B at the start of the round and threw a bunch of grenades in. That's forced out utility from Fnatic, and they're running low. JW, the only man left with grenades. That means retake potential is going to be cut down a little bit. He needs to get some frags. Luckily joined by Flusher on the site. Flash through the smoke, and Crush has a gap. He might just try and exploit it. More grenades landing for HellRaisers. They have to commit here and now. 25 seconds on the clock. Crush waiting for his time to strike, and he goes through perfectly with 2. Scooby dropping Flusher as well, and forget the retake. It's just not happening. It's a 1-on-4 for Kreese, and HellRaisers looking like a 5th round. It's all about damage here on the flank. Can he find anyone off guard? Flarich is tagged up in the toilets. Kriaz not checking the angle, looking closer towards Divider. Nice off angle for Flarich, will catch him off guard. And that's going to be a 5th round for HellRaisers. Scary stuff to start the map, certainly, Harry. Fnatic yet to find a response to these extremely slow-paced rounds. And a big 3K from Crush opening up on that A site as well. Someone highlighted by the desk.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, right, coming into those first few weeks of Pro League, this HR squad hadn't existed in this form for very long whatsoever. No. So it was a real matter of how much work could Angel do in such a short amount of time. Well, now, you know, they've had weeks to prepare for this matchup versus Fnatic. They've had the time to study the prophecy. They've gone through the files, mate. They've sorted all the tactics out. They know what they're doing. Everyone's on the same page. And I imagine we are going to see a much more refined HR in comparison to what we saw early on. We're already seeing that now. Angel's someone as well who's always been very, very at home here on Overpass, right?
Yes.
So the fact that they're already off to such a good start, that's only going to make him feel that much more confident in these decisions. And if the rest of the team fall into place around that, then yeah, this could get scary for Fnatic. Monster play looking to come through. Angel down through the connector. Does have JW to worry about. Kriaz is also over at the short side. Golden, the one defender actually inside of the B-bomb site. About to get challenged by 3, and he'll get shut out of the round by Nuki. 40 seconds left, and HR still looking dubious as to whether or not they want to commit. They will be creeping on forward and trying to get into this site. 30 seconds. Kriaz it short with the Deeg. Ooh, given a chance, but not able to capitalize. Flareich gets him, and now the round should draw to a close. HellRaisers about to get their 6th on the board.
Flareich just falling off the ledge there, but he gets a tag onto Brolin on the way down. JW looking to get in the face of Angel, and the door swings open, but he finds nothing from it. Brolin now alone, and they saw him a few seconds ago, so that's information for HellRaisers. They've lost him now. He's wrapped back up towards A. Looking to save his armor. His money is significantly lower than the rest of his team, so fair enough, wanting to hold on to this Kevlar. Means he can buy a rifle around it without having to reinvest too heavily. 5 alive for HellRaisers, though. That's a huge factor considering they're 6-1 up right now. Not exactly being put to the test. Going to be able to build up a lot of economy, which means Fnatic are going to need multiple CT rounds in a row to break that back, and that can get very, very difficult considering HellRaisers' T-side is really almost done. 6-7 rounds on T-side Overpass, you got to be happy with that, but HellRaisers are aiming for the moon, and they might just get to the stars.
Tell you what though, if you get to the moon and you've aimed for the stars, that's terrifying. You've gone really off course. Like, it wasn't...
Space is pretty big.
You know, you're like what, 4,000 years into that flight to the moon, and you're thinking like, I think we've made a wrong turn somewhere. Well, let's see. You know, are they going to die up in the atmosphere on the side of Fnatic, or is this going to be the turnaround? Tactical pause for the Swedes, trying to mull this one over. I have loved Samuelson as the coach of this squad as well. Him and Golden, I think, have a really nice bit of synergy. If I'm not mistaken, he used to coach the old Fnatic Academy squad, so they do already. I mean, they do actually have synergy in that regard, right? These two do seem to get along, and I think for Fnatic, a lot of the success that we've seen has come from these fresh perspectives that they've had, right? Golden being on the IGL mantle, Brolin coming in, who, once again, if I'm not mistaken, I think actually was one of the stand-ins for Crims back at, I want to say, WESG when he fell to illness there as well. So there's a little interesting tidbit. JW going to shut down Crush over at the long side of the map. Man advantage taken. The second that AWP has come out for Fnatic, first time we've seen it in play, and it's yielded them immediate results. They sit a man up now, and Brolin even re-aggressing down through long. This play here, this young man could make all the difference if HellRaisers continue to commit through mid.
And they have no idea because they only spotted the AWP deep at long. Scooby's here late to the party, and Brolin's going to get spotted. If he came around the corner 5-10 seconds after, he would have had 3 players with their back turned, but now HellRaisers are aware of the possibilities. And Angel, what a shot! Finding JW, just jump spotting for info on the site. Russia hasn't been checked in the toilet. He gets away with one, but he's getting wrapped from the back. Angel with his behind in mind. The Molotov is going down, but Flareich has found the kill before that point. 3 on 3. They've lost track of Brolin. They're wondering where he's gone, and back towards the A site is going to be the position for him. Golden here on the stairs as well. And Brolin actually re-aggressing on long because Fnatic are reconsidering whether this is an A play or not. It's gone very quiet all over the map. HellRaisers coming down, connected towards B. Heaven smoke for Scooby. Kriaz, he is alone and he's got to step up. 20 seconds. If he can drop the bomb, he can make this work. 1, 2, bomb dropped in the open, and Kriaz has done it all on his own. The new boy on the block, and he steps up for Fnatic. Second round taken, and that was a must win if they wanted to stop HellRaisers from making things or getting things out of control.
Yeah, now they're given a lifeline, right? A lifeline to stop this huge lead from building up. And I think critically as well, that AWP is in JW's hands, right? You know, like we see the immediate impact from it. He's able now to start to get his name in the hat a little bit more. Top of the board alongside Kriaz for the Fnatic side. He takes this AWP over to the connector, backed up by Brolin. These two playing a bit of duality. JW and Brolin never seeming more than, 20 feet apart. And with the door being blown open, JW, there's a timing where he maybe catches this, but Flarich is already... Oh! Flick from JW. Flarich gets annihilated, and now that double stacking connector gets the hell out of there. They're content with that man advantage. Once again, it's the AWP to find it for Fnatic. This big green gun is really making all the difference.
Oh, that Molotov forces Golden forward, but Angel's not going to be able to kill him. Golden could even go through that smoke if he wants to be crazy, but Fnatic with an advantage are just going to hold back for the time being. That's actually a deep monster smoke from Kriaz. That lets Golden push all the way up, and he can get flashed out from this far easier than a terrorist thrown deep smoke. Angel trying to get control towards the toilets, but with that divider smoke, it allows Flusher to push up, and JW supporting from the back of the site. Yet to spot someone on long, and I'm sure a little bit scared of those jump spots, considering Angel's kill in the previous round. This AWP could be a problem for Yuki. Oh, the spam is good for Angel. He's heard the tags. Flusher's getting lit up here over on short, and somehow he gets away with a kill. I do not know. JW hitting this shot. He's going to get traded. It's a mess on this A site right now with Yuki alone. 15 seconds. Flusher short side been found. It does facilitate a bomb plant, but he needs to get it down now before this flank comes in. Kriaz is coming in for a short, and he's found the timing. Does get the shot off just before the bomb is planted, and AWP saved with the round for Fnatic, 3-6.
Yeah, that round there is what we call an observer's nightmare. How on earth does Fnatic, Flusher, win that fight out onto Angel at short? Angel has him dead to rights.
Oh, okay. That now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Or maybe no sense.
He does a Flusher thing, doesn't he? And that's sometimes what you got to do.
That's despicable, Harry.
Buyback in for HellRaisers featuring the AWP on Nuki. I'm really hoping we get to see the head-to-head of him and JW, because if someone's going to put a stop to that AWP, it really does have to be Nuki with this AWP.
I love how much Angel's putting himself in dangerous positions, putting himself in playmaker spots. Talking of which, Brolin is down in the party, but they're already in B. Kriaz trading one, but he is dead as well. And that is a site completely uplifted here for HellRaisers. They have forced Fnatic fully out. Even with this push up from Brolin, Angel is being a little gremlin hiding in T-spawn. However, moving away right as Brolin comes in on this flank. It does set Fnatic up for a potential retake here. Open plant could have been stopped by JW, but he didn't know it was in the smoke. How does that miss? So close, clipping the fingers of Nuki, who gets back into Monster. This flank from Brolin finally coming through, but no one's offering up a kill, and Angel is holding down the line. Surely at some point, Fnatic are going to have to save, and this kill from Angel, oh, he's turned around. That opens things up.
Nuki not turning, waiting for Brolin to close the distance, now pivoting back. And it is just JW left. We've mentioned how important this AWP has been for Fnatic time and time again. Well, he's got to try and hold on to it now, or else it's not going to feature in this next round. It's going to be a 7th on the board for HR. Unfortunate that flank from Brolin wasn't able to accomplish much more, but he really gets all he could have got from it, right? There's so much stock in that flank doing the world for Fnatic that if it does only deliver one kill, sad to say, that is the round pretty much done, and that's all Brolin was able to get.
It does definitely feel like Angel had the information that Brolin was on that flank, especially, right? If you look at that entire round, right? Not only the fact that when Brolin gets in playground, Angel sticks around T-spawn for so long, but he makes the immediate call of, okay, get out monster, get B, and once they do, Angel, again, dedicating to holding that flank and watching through T-spawn, which is a pretty untraditional point of rotation for a counter-terrorist, especially so early on in the round. But, I mean, we've already seen these pushes from Brolin. We've seen him take control towards long, and it's a bit of a tendency that HR might be aware of, which is, again, another thing adding to the tally in terms of, you know, reads that HellRaisers are going to have coming into this game. Like you said earlier, they've had time to prepare for Fnatic. And, you know, not only have had time to prepare for Fnatic, but they're up against a 4-man roster with a stand-in. So, yeah, HellRaisers really making the most of this matchup, and 7-3 up on the T side right now. Fnatic saving that AWP, but not a lot behind it.
That's the other thing, you know, we speak about Angel being like, you know, one of the granddaddies of the CIS scene, and he really is. He is someone who isn't like delusional. I think he knows that HellRaisers are coming into this. There's no way that he can't be aware that they're the underdog team.
Yeah.
But that's going to make him really want to seize this opportunity. You know, like taking on a Fnatic that isn't full force, isn't the full 5. If you get this victory under your belt, that is one of the titans of this Group B. That is a huge advantage to have. And HR really trying to seize that in every way right now. No money for Fnatic, so they've partially invested into this one. That AWP on JW, the only threat that lurks in this round. And a very, very slow round from HR. Really going to make Fnatic work for this. Scooby holding this angle. I hate to say it, but surely there's no way JW wins this. Ow! Okay, he will. Scooby gets wrecked on the AWP peak, but in response to that, HR trying to get up towards this A site Golden. The timing of this push is everything, and he's gonna do damage to Angel. Not quite the kill, but he has brought him low, softened him up for Brolin, perhaps.
Yeah, and in the toilets, that CZ can be lethal. Angel, he's going to try and get Golden out of position, but in the meantime, the rest of his team are coming up long. Brolin has killed Angel after that Molotov gets thrown, and Flusher getting pushed back on the site. The AWP tagging Crush. 3 players short side right now, and Fnatic have the perfect setup to deal with his long push. Nuki has got to do it all on his own, and he won't be able to stand the test of time. 3 from JW, 2 from Brolin. That's not the first time we've said those words. It's another round for Fnatic on the CT side. Harry, that was a full eco. That was a bunch of CZs with an AWP saved from that previous rifle round. And JW, not only does he get this opening kill, which gives over a gun to Flusher, but the rest of his team able to close down the round on A.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. For HellRaisers, the second that kill goes the way of Fnatic, they're in this horrible point of limbo where they've lost all control over towards the B bomb site, but also Scooby, he saw one-man push. He saw the AWP head that way. If you're HellRaisers, you know, you're worried about these close toilets positions. You're worried about these pistols over towards that A side of the map. So it's not even like, you know, Scooby gets the information, okay, 3 have pushed short, 1 of them is the AWP. You know that HellRaisers would have picked up the pace, taken that A bomb site and gotten in, but they're not able to do that. They only see one man over at the B bomb site, so they have to be methodical. They have to try and clear these angles, and that slow pace allows for a very heavy rotation to come through from Fnatic, and one by one, they pick that round apart. So a 4th now on the board. A game of technical pauses here, technical Tetris, back and forth. Who's broken something now?
tabseN.
tabseN again. He just keeps coming in. He's
the ghost of Pro League. Looking over your shoulder, he's taking out your keys while you're not watching. You think that's a wireless mouse? No, he's just cut the cable.
Yeah, there's just no cable left.
But either way, should be getting back into things shortly. We have been blessed, luckily, with fast technical pauses throughout the entirety of Pro League. Admins on scene, as always, and...
See, Kratos just reminds me of young Golden.
Golden's already young.
I know, but he's got some facial hair, and so that makes all the difference.
All right, don't rub it in.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Well, HellRaisers, it's a bit of a skew if buy here. Angel is just chilling on the eco. Glock, he's going in first on his own. Oh no, updated now. He's got a CC. They're in the B site with pistols and a couple of guns. Golden, though, just laying down the pain. Pistols out. He's digging them down. Even the grenade just had insult to injury. And he finds a bit more injury with that grenade. Golden now surely dead, trapped in on the site. The flash is good, and Flush is coming from the back line. JW on the USP, he can't see them, and Golden will somehow get that 4th kill. The grenade obscuring his vision either way. And Fnatic, this is a good recovery. 5-7, they're pulling things back into peace on this CT side.
And that's the thing, Golden's individual stats at so many of these events with Fnatic have been fantastic. And, you know, for the Swedes, especially this squad, one that have throughout history been so used to playing with, you know, pretty low fragging IGLs. You think back, you know, to the Pronax era, for example. It's been a pretty, like, familiar situation for it to be a 4-man squad with the IGL down at the bottom. It must be a real sigh of relief that now you've got Golden in here. A man who can frag just as well as he can lead. This mid play with just pistols to their name, they're going to offer that kill up to JW on a silver platter. No flashbang, no anything to get these pistols up close. So they've just got to do it dry. And welcome to the JW shooting gallery. But sadly, these clay pigeons are shooting back. He's helped out gracefully by Brolin and Flusher. And Scooby should get finished off here. Indeed, he will. A flawless round for Fnatic as they piece together a 6.
I love the confidence starting to show really for Fnatic, right? Flusher just pushing up. These guys are whipping their pistols out up in buy rounds and just getting in HellRaisers' face. And that's a Fnatic we know and love here on Overpass. Another buy for HellRaisers. This is for the half, really. If they lose this one without a bomb plant, they'll be forcing things together for round number 15. So Fnatic chance to 8-7 this half, and that'd be incredible considering how dominant this was at the beginning for HellRaisers. That 5-round lead. Fast through connector here. Scooby's actually spammed a player down on B. That's Kriya's dying to the wallbang outside bridge. An important pick for HellRaisers down towards the lower site, and look at how Fnatic are adjusting off the back of it. Oh, that would have been info for Fnatic. They had short control, they had toilets, and they would have seen HellRaisers with the bomb coming up connector, but now they can't. Now they have no info because they had to rotate JW down towards B, leaving Brolin alone on that site. And the worst part is there's still pressure being put down lower. That's only going to force these adjustments, these rotations, more so in favor towards B, which is exactly what HellRaisers want, walking up towards that A site versus just one man.
Oh, but JW clearing short, and this has given a bounty, a treasure trove of information the way of Fnatic. They'll start to rotate players up toward this A side of the map, and you can see this penny dropping now. They throw flashbangs up and over. Maybe misreading the speed, the pace at which HR were going to go for this A play. They have to now go back down toward B with 2 of these players.
It's cat and mouse right now.
Yeah, once again, though, we saw Fnatic in that pistol round more than willing to make some noise to feign a rotation up towards the A bomb site, and I'm almost getting similar vibes here, right? They double flash up towards short from B, they run on the metal, and now they head back down, and this has forced the rotation. In the meantime, Golden's cleared out all of the toilets. Brolin started to rotate back down towards B, and Fnatic, they've got the read. They know what's going on in this round. Now all that's left is to deliver the kills, or else it's all for nothing. Brolin and Golden, 2 versus 3. Brolin, don't know how that kill doesn't come in, but it will the second time around. And the double. Nuki now alone, and Golden, Brolin together. They lock that round in. Fnatic 7-7 as they tie this game up. A game that was looking so one-sided in favor of HellRaisers at one point in time. The Swedes doing a great job of getting back into this match.
Yeah, Flusher gets so much info there as well on this peak. Right before he takes those kills, he's yiggling a little bit left and right as that smoke fades, and he catches info that 2 HellRaisers players are coming up through Monster. That gives Fnatic the go-ahead of time and allows Golden to rotate down Con on that big flank. 7 rounds apiece, and HellRaisers B-rush for what could be their 8th, but It's not a great buy. 2 Galils, 2 SMGs, and a Deeg as they go storming into the site, but no time for Fnatic to rotate ahead of time. They're already here. Flusher with one. Nuki trades going deep inside of the pit. Flusher's still short side. He's going to try and stop the bomb prod. Oh, the spray is good, and he's found Flarage, rather. Kriez getting killed. 3 on 3. HellRaisers can't get this bomb down. They are getting assaulted with utility on this B side.
Man, they don't have eyeballs left. All they're seeing is the whites from these flashbangs, and so finally the barrage of utility has come to an end. Nuki has gone all the way through CT and is up in heaven, but Brolin's checked it and shut him down. Although I do wonder if on the back of seeing that, maybe they anticipate that Scooby's gone on the flank as well. It's finding the bomb for Flusher that's the final hint to cement that 8th round on the board. Fnatic narrowly winning out that first half. That is all from this one. We'll be back with the second half of things. See if Fnatic's T side can get them up. Storming start in the second half. Rough, this will be HellRaisers winning out their map pick. Join us for that after a quick break.
Like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place.
Initially a strong start for HellRaisers here on Overpass. Their T side finds 7 rounds, however, at the end as Fnatic finish off the half in their favor. Now moving over to the terrorist side of things are going to be freed up a little bit for players like Kriez, who is, of course, filling in for Crims. And we're seeing some smiles as well. That's always nice. The energy clearly good in the Fnatic camp, and that's what you want, considering they are playing with a stand-in. Let's see what they can accomplish now moving over to this T side. JW, top of the server right now, nothing too rare. His AWPing has been pretty damn good so far. And we've not seen many head-to-heads between him or Nuki either. Fast mid-play for HellRaisers here in the pistol round. They have 4 players on A. That's a big risk. And Fnatic are going to go bounding inside of this B-bomb site. Only Scooby to stop them. There is a kit for retake on Nuki, but I mean, retake B-site overpass is not an easy feat. And Scooby is getting misinformation that Monster is clear. That it couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh, well, this B play, the perfect remedy to this setup. Scooby's got to try and do it all right now. Will deliver one, but that is it before he's shut down by the Swedes. Overwhelmed here, as now the bomb plant looks to come in. Flusher with some chip damage onto Angel, brings him down low. 1 point of health left on the IGL HellRaisers, but he's able to get away and dodge death for the time being. 3 on 3 now, as that kill comes in. Better late than never. Onto the man at short water. They push on in. Flash is good, but Kriaz able to duck and hide away. Not gonna get killed on the back of it. Golden finds some time. Kriaz doing the damage. Flourish does come in with the trade, and Nuki's even dropped Golden. JW tries to step up to the plate, but this man bites back, and HellRaisers, they will secure that pistol round in spite of that B bomb site falling almost immediately.
Yeah, great retake there. That is some fantastic stuff. Obviously, a 4-on-4 coming back into things with the advantage initially for HellRaisers, but those flashbangs really did create a bit of a problem. Trapping Kriaz down in Monster. He wasn't able to peek and fight with Golden, who had a couple of engagements on the crossing players on Pillar. 8-8. HellRaisers start things off, and they've now won both pistol rounds this map, but Fnatic got a bomb plant, so they will, of course, force 2 Kriegs and an AK on Golden. Things can get dangerous here for HellRaisers. They, of course, have 3 rifles of their own, so at least playing things somewhat safe. But Fnatic taking their time, knowing they are in no rush here to show their hand, to give away the buy, although HellRaisers have got to expect it with the current meta right now. Now, Angel's waiting for these players to walk out through mid. Nuki will comp that, and Angel can begin a flank, but immediate trade from Brawler. Now Angel activated on the backline. Flarych getting tagged. He has to run back, but that only gives Angel time to move in for the kill.
Yeah, no one's watching this. And, oh, they try and turn around. They try, oh, JW! Oh, waging war on all fronts, desperately trying to look back towards the A site, but it doesn't matter. Brolin's now got to ace this round if he wants to pick it up. He's got the Krieg in hand. 3 kills to his name. Bomb on his back, 27 points of health. And right now, he's chose to hide himself here in the toilets. 40 seconds on this clock. The one thing he does not have is time nor information. He doesn't know where either of these players are. Crush going aggressive, not something that Brolin seems all too ready for. Oh,
he saw him.
He's just got round the corner.
No.
I don't think he did.
Didn't.
Brolin, yeah, not going to miss the time in the second round. That is Crush to lock it in. Narrowly so. HellRaisers will take the lead once again. That was the force buy from Fnatic, though, so they should be able to build upon this now even more heading into the second half.
Yeah, I like that setup there for HellRaisers with Angel just so ready to flank. No one going long for Fnatic with the Kriegs is a bit of a surprise, but just trying to put numbers in middle, and that trade from Brolin coming in too late. JW had already been picked up. That's unfortunate. Fnatic going to half buy into this one with some pistols and armor. They know they can full buy in the follow-up round regardless of what happens here, so may as well make it interesting. Volley stops a monster, and Scooby fights short. That's the bomb. Yikes. Not how you want to start the round with Fnatic. It's been given up. The information is there for HellRaisers, and they're going to just take the gunfights. Brolin chasing Crush down, but he gets double peeked, and Crush getting away with the frag. Angel now lining up 2, but gets neither of the kills. Fnatic going to peel away from this bomb site, but really 2 on 3, this is not going to be easy, even though they are deciding to rotate round. I like the decision. At least make HellRaisers work for this one, and maybe you can get a bomb plant if HellRaisers over-rotate. Right now, they have all 3 players on B, but there's a window of time where they can afford to do this. At a certain point, they'll need to send a player back up towards that top site. And that is now. Flarych has already begun to maneuver around. Fnatic might still just walk B. The door's open, and that's always an opportunity. Don't have to make any noise. But up towards A they go. The main issue here is the CZs. Not only low ammo, as these guys have already taken fights, but also not the guns for this engagement.
No, certainly not. Flaresh is playing this perfectly right. Just jump peeking, just playing the information game. That nades even trickled a bit more damage onto Kriaz. Flaresh, something's changed. Yeah, now he's looking. He knows at this point they've got to go for it. And if they're going to go for it, they're going to go now. And they will line up for him. Nice and easy there. HellRaisers 10-8. But now, investment on the cards from Fnatic. I do really think that first half showed the importance of getting the AWP in JW's hands as fast as you physically can. And while for the side of Fnatic, they don't have that pleasure here and now.
They barely have utility.
Yeah, they've really got to try and do this round on aim and aim alone.
But if there's one thing that this Fnatic team has, it's aim and aim alone, Harry. Yeah, those CZs, that armor investment in the previous round, coming back to hurt them a little bit, but we'll see what they can get done with these AKs and these Kriegs. Nuki's spotting middle. He's got Flaresh alongside him. Golden late to the party, quite physically, because he is worried that someone's playing inside of that smoke. Not going to be the case, and as it begins to fade, so do HellRaisers' aggressive setups. As they fall back to the side. Angel getting spotted. Ooh, that gives away JW's position with no kill coming through. He doesn't know Flaresh is close, and Flaresh has got to kill JW with the trade. Still, Nuki not being spotted in this position. He can catch JW going down towards B, and that he does. That's more info. He saw JW trying to get down lower, and now HellRaisers, only one man on this site, has got to do it all.
Oh, the Molotov might be perfect, though. It's forced two players into his crosshair. It will be Kriaz to open up this B-bomb site. Scooby in heaven, that nade gonna find great damage onto two players inside of the site. That's brought Brolin down to the one-shot range of these M4s. If it's a headshot, Flusher is one shot anywhere as well. So a real chance for HR here. That Molotov, once again, Kriaz just can't catch a break, man. He's like a moth. The light is drawn to him, though. It's the inverse Mothman. Kriaz is gone. Brolin and Flusher left up in the 2v3. HellRaisers getting into this retake now in a big way. Brolin, they almost line up, but not quite. Flusher now alone at the short side. They tap the bomb, they bait the peak, but he's not falling for it. Doesn't matter. The kill comes in anyway. And HellRaisers, another round now to grace this CT side scoreboard.
These are some really solid retakes from HellRaisers as well, right? Very much on the same page.
I do think it's important to bear in mind that for Fnatic, we haven't seen a round where they've had full utility yet. Now, that's not to excuse anything that goes down here, not to take away from HellRaisers. I'm more making the point that for Fnatic, this is kind of, you know, a victim of their own making, right? They fall prey to not having much in that round. They've at least got an investment here, right? With the bomb plant, with the loss bonus now being maxed out, they're going to have utility. I think this round is a very good one to benchmark this HellRaisers CT side on.
Yeah, and HellRaisers have been taking a lot of risks with leaving B pretty empty most of this game, even counting the pistol round, right, that they successfully retook. They did it in the previous. They had 4 up on A and 1 down lower. So, big risks, but hey, if it's working, if you're getting these retakes, if you've prepped for that, it's not the end of the world. If anything, quite the opposite. Oh, this is close. Angel not quite catching Golden there, who is just spamming the corner, trying to tag a monster player. Flusher, is he going through this? Oh, makes footsteps. He's trying to bait shots. Oh, that's so close. You can see what Flusher's trying to do, trying to get Crush up close to the smoke, and he almost gets a kill from it. Brolin dropping Angel instead, though, and Crush is close, trapped in the corner. They have a Molotov on Brolin to get him out. He's already moved away and dropped Brolin in his tracks. Golden getting tagged as well. Great damage from HellRaisers with this heavy B setup.
Oh my goodness, Crush is just still going in, and he's still finding success. He gets 3, and he still hasn't been dealt with, by the way. This bomb is to be retrieved by Golden. No matter how much progress JW makes towards this A side of the map, it could all be in vain. Luckily enough, that bomb just about gets out of danger. 25 seconds, Golden. I don't know, man.
He's gotta go.
He has to be an Olympic sprinter. And he's running as fast as his little legs will carry him. He's going to get into the bomb site with actually enough time to get this bomb down. Fnatic, they've been able to find a bomb plant and a 2v4 somehow, some way. Can Golden and JW finish this round off, though?
Oh, but the retakes have been so good. That being said, we've not seen any topside retakes yet for HellRaisers. This will have to be a new one. Close position from Brolin. He's just going to take the fights, and he's got one. Trade is there, though. JW in the clutch are getting another, but now two coming out at the same time, and he's not ready for Flourish Bankside. It's a retake for HellRaisers, unsurprisingly so, as they find their 12th round on this CT side. Fnatic really being put to the test here, Harry. Yet to get around here in the second half. That can't afford to stay for too long. And here's the problem, right? Here is the problem. Now, Fnatic, they get a bomb plant. I don't think they're going to have the AWP, though. They've got max loss bonus in the $800, but they just keep rebuying because they're getting bomb plants. And yeah, like, it's not even a problem, right? Like, buying is the right decision, but if you're not winning any rounds, you're not going to get the AWP. And it's not like Nuki is dropping it over either and letting you save it. So JW, who was really not the sole reason, but a huge factor as to why Fnatic were able to pull that CT side comeback, is still being left on an AK, and that's not what we want. But first CT AWP coming out anyway for HellRaisers. Look at this push from Crush. He's going to get flashed through, and that's going to be a lot of information once HellRaisers clear out Monster.
And HR have just been so good at this, right? Getting the information, going for these sorts of aggressive plays. And look at what this has enabled. Crush so deep behind enemy lines. And a full rotation up towards this A side of the map. The only avenue that Fnatic have is a connector play into this B bomb site. And that's thanks to Flusher still being down short side. However, Fnatic, they've never cleared connector. They never had a player here. So they would have to do that, and as a result, it might seem oh so easy to commit to this A play, which looked to be the decision early on.
No.
And in doing they walk into Angel, who is anything but an Angel to this Fnatic T side. He'll tear them a new one.
That's a rough round for Kriaz there, right? His teammate dies off of Angel getting aggressive, but he doesn't want to trade, and the reason he can't trade is not only is he 10 HP, but he has the bomb. If he goes wide to try and equalize that, he dies. And then I think it was Golden comes up through the toilet, but Angel's even gone wider, and he is just not ready for that. And Kriaz doesn't have the information because he's hidden. That's easy to blame Kriaz there, but he didn't really have any other options, and that's an unfortunate round for Fnatic. Finally, not getting a bomb plant, though, will tempt them to eco, and that means that JW will be able to get the AWP in the follow-up if things go to plan. But nothing has gone to plan here for Fnatic on this T side. Crush, are you going to do it again? Angel's setting up a flashbang right now. This could get mad. He's flashed short side, though. Crush still going to commit as that smoke begins to fade, and the push coming into B in the meantime. Crush getting deep down by Golden. That monster play does not work out, and Flusher getting an entry as well. 2 on 3. Scooby dead in the smoke. He was reloading, giving away his position, and the bomb plant can come through.
Yeah, one man in heaven, one man from CT. This bomb getting planted for the short side. Flusher's mopped up, and this leaves JW alone. He tries to beat Nuki to the fight, but Nuki's so fast on the trigger. A 14th round now for HR. They are so close to edging out this map in their favor and going 1-0 up in this Group B opening game. Really trying to take all the advantage they can of this weakened Fnatic squad while they've got it.
Yeah, weakened being an understatement right now. Tactical pause for Fnatic, yet to get a terrorist round on this board. And they've had plenty of buys to do it, Harry. Of course, the AWP not being a factor in this second half, but when it comes to rifle rounds, they have not been devoid of them. HellRaisers just one step ahead. I've been loving these retakes, thinking back to even the early rounds in the CT side, the aggression that we're seeing from not only Angel, but Crush as well. Okay, it gets taken down in this round, but, you know, they didn't... I respect Crush going for it in back-to-back rounds because they never spotted it in the previous. There was no one outside of Monster when he went for that same push, so screw it, do it again, see if it works, and it doesn't. But the round still in favor of HellRaisers, 14-8. Here it is, do or die for Fnatic, the AWP. Finally in the hands of JW, and boy does he need to save his team here.
Yeah, in a way it's almost going to be sad.
Come on.
Crush is just a monster
Through
with this smoke. Yeah, every single time. Every single time. He's so good at this side of the map. Admittedly, I would just love to see Fnatic hold from the barrel, right? Like, don't give him the chance to go for the smoke shot, because he's been wrecking you every time you've attempted it. And not to mention, you know, he has been going aggressive at this side of the map. Now, much to Fnatic's dismay, that's not something that they've ever actually caught onto, right? They've never spotted Crush taking those liberties, taking that aggression. So they don't really know to watch out for it. And now, already being a man down, we were speaking about the importance of JW's AWP. Well, now more than ever, it has to show why.
Nice.
And speak of the devil, and he shall appear. First kill goes the way of Fnatic. Well, sorry, the first kill to go the way of Fnatic in this round, found by that AWP. However, it's quickly cancelled out by Nuki as he beats JW there in the head-to-head.
And this is big re-aggression from Angel. He's pushed up short side. The issue is here for Fnatic is even though Angel's getting info that there's no one here, when the A play eventually comes through, he's going to have a nice little off angle to catch Fnatic crossing to the site. That's assuming he doesn't flank connector, and he won't now. He's going to have to double back. These nades raining over the A site. Nuki, he doesn't know where to stand. Heat under the feet, and he is dead to Brolin. Angel now with the off position, but he gets dinked immediately. Grenade on the site, but they're planting for CT. A position they don't currently have control of. Those smokes give them a window, give them a moment, but Scooby is going to go right through it. Brolin killing Angel in the post plant, and there's the gap in the smoke. Scooby making it a 2-on-2. Brolin, oh, Golden with one rather, and it's Scooby now left to clutch. Golden going wide. The flash is good though, and damage done, but not enough to secure a kill. He can stick the bomb. They're on the wrong side of the site. Oh no, they're getting close. He's going to get back on it, tapping it again, waiting for the re-aggression, and Brolin's footsteps give him all the info he needs. HellRaisers picking it up. What a play from Scooby. And that's the issue with that aggressive bomb plant, right? They throw it in to try and avoid Angel, but at the end of the day, they had no CT control, so they couldn't play for it in the post plant.
And that there is HellRaisers doing such a good job of making Fnatic subscribe to their strategy, right? They have this one planned out. They know with Angel in the toilet, so that toilet side plant just isn't available. And as you touched upon, with no CT control for Fnatic, that bomb is HellRaisers' property all day long. Map point now for HR. Buy back in for Fnatic to try and keep this dream alive. Yet to put a T-side round up on the board. And I think this fast A play might give them some of these answers. They get Nuki away from short, but Flarich still lurking in the toilets. Nuki is drawing the attention away. The flashbang goes in. Flarich tries to capitalize on the back of it, and that's where I think it was Golden coming out from the connector, not blind by the flash, is able to bail his team out of danger.
I like this rotate though, just fast into Monster. They've gone all the way down, and Crush has been caught from JW on short. That's going to be the opener, but the trade is in from Nuki up and above. He's found two. Oh, Nuki is not stopping. On for the ace to close out the map versus Fnatic. Flusher though, stuck in the smoke. They're spamming him down. He's not even got the bomb in his possession just yet. It's in the open for that AWP upper, and Nuki's got the ace to finish off the map. HellRaisers 16-8 on their pick. Overpass is just too easy on that CT side. Fnatic looking good to start off the game, but completely silent past round 15. That's going to be HellRaisers taking their map pick. We have Inferno coming up next. Will Fnatic be able to piece together the problems, or will this be a HellRaisers 2-0 victory? You're going to have to wait and see. Join us for the analyst desk and map number 2 in just a moment.